Hello, good morning, friends. I am Akshay Kumar, PGT Physics from KB number 1 Adampur. My today's topic is AC generators. This is one of the most important application of the electromagnetic induction. So first of all, what is AC generator? AC generator is a device which convert mechanical energy into electrical energy. So what is the principle behind it? It is based upon the principle of the electromagnetic induction. That means it is based upon the application of the Faraday's law. So whenever the magnetic flux linked with the coil changes, an induced EMF or induced current is set up in the coil. So first of all, about the description and the diagram. From the diagram, we are able to find that it has five main components. First one is the field magnet with poles north and south. Actually, these are the electromagnetic which will produce the magnetic field of high magnitude, and it is also known as stator coil. It creates the magnetic field. The second component is armature. This is the rectangular coil PQRS. It is also known as rotator coil. And the third component is slip rings, that is R1 and R2. They are made up of copper. Fourth component is the brushes B1 and B2. They are made up of carbon, specially graphite. And the fifth component is the load resistance across which the induced EMF or the induced current is taken out. So first, then the working of the AC generator. So in the working, the coil is rotated with the help of the turbine. Since the flux linked with the coil keep on changes due to the rotation and induced EMF across the coil is set up, the ends of the coils are linked to its coaxial rings which rotate along with the coil rotor. The EMF produced across the coil in the rings is carried out by the carbon brushes pressed against the rings. So carbon is a good conductor and having the low friction with the copper. So that is why we are using carbon brushes here. The EMF or the current is taken out through the carbon brushes. So in the figure we have armature coil which is rotated in such a way that the arm PQ goes down and arm RS comes up from the plane of the diagram. Induced EMF, hence the induced current is set up in the coil. The direction of induced EMF is given by the Fleming's right hand rule, and the direction of the induced current is along PQRS R2 V2 V1 R1 P. After half of the rotation of the coil, arm PQ comes up and arm RS goes down in the plane of the diagram. And by Fleming right hand rule, the direction of the current is given by PR1 B1 B2 R2 SRQP. If one way of the current is taken as positive and the reverse current is taken as negative, therefore the current is said to be alternating and the corresponding wave is sinusoidal. So next one is the expression for the EMF. So we know that when the coil is rotated, the angular velocity of the coil is given by omega. So omega is equal to theta upon t. So therefore theta is equal to omega into t, where omega is the angular velocity. And the flux linked with the coil is given by phi is equal to NBA cos theta, where N is the number of turns in the coil, B is the magnetic field, A is the area of cross section, and theta is the angle between the direction of the magnetic field and the area vector to the plane of the coil. So theta is equal to omega t, so therefore phi is equal to NBA cos omega t. We know that induced EMF E is given by minus d phi upon dt. So therefore differentiating the above equation with respect to t, but we get d phi upon dt is equal to minus NVA omega sin omega t. So we will get the maximum induced EMF if sine omega t is equal to 1. So if sine omega t is equal to 1, so E will be equal to E naught, that is the maximum value of the induced EMF, and it is given by NVA omega. Therefore, substituting this maximum value in the base equation, what we get is equal to E naught sine omega t. So this is the net expression of the induced EMF. So the EMF or the current is of alternating nature, and if we draw the graph between the induced EMF and the time period of the rotation of the coil, we get the graphs in the form of sinusoidal wave. So EMF produced depend upon the first of all the number of turns which are fixed, magnetic field which is uniform, and area of the coil. So only component that will change is the rotation of the coil. So that means theta will change, then we are able to get the different value of the EMF. In India we have make a setup. We are using the alternating current of frequency 50 Hertz. So that means 50 cycles per second. So if there are so many powerhouses in India, then they will gain the maximum and the minimum value of the induced EMF at the same time, and this process is known as synchronization. So this is all about the topic of alternating current or AC generator. Thank you all.